on Season Pass.
It was a drama-filled week for high school basketball in the Concho Valley. Central hosted Permian, Water Valley battled Erie County and Sterling City. Wall also traveled to Jim Ned. Highlights from around the area coming your way. We also have highlights and scores from the Angelo State Rams and Bells. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Season Pass. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. What a week for high school basketball. We had overtime thrillers, crucial district games, and we also saw a few dominant performances. But overall, a ton of close games this past week. We have highlights from 16 high school basketball games, both girls and boys. We also have highlights and scores from Angelo State. But as always, let's start with the TABC basketball rankings. The Texas Association of Basketball Coaches releases their top 25 state rankings every Monday. And last week showed some movements for some local schools and a new team cracking the top 25 for the first time this season. So two teams are ranked on the boys' side. Erie County stayed put at number 22 in Class 1A, while Cornerstone dropped another spot down to number 4 in TAPS 1A. On the girls' side, the Wall Lady Hawks jumped one spot up to number 14. The Mason Cowgirls stayed at number 10 in 2A. Very Best also staying put at number 4 in Class 1A. And then welcome to the party. The Robert Lee Lady Steers joining the ranks. They've reeled off 7 straight wins. They're at 25. And to round out the list, Cornerstone makes a move up to number 6. After nearly a 2-week break from district play, the Central Lady Cats were on a roll, winning 3 straight and sitting just a half game back of friendship for first into 6A. Monday night, they were going for their 4th in a row in a little under 6 days. Central hosting Abilene in District 2 6A. Lady Cats up 7 in the 3rd quarter. Jules Perez says it doesn't get much easier than that. Gets the bucket. Central up 36-24, and they kept pouring it on. Still 3rd quarter. Layla Young with a nice step back jumper. She finished with 14 points. That dominance carried over into the 4th quarter. Lady Cats up 17. Good ball movement lands in Angelina Humphrey's hand. She knocks down the shot. She led Central with the team high 15 points as the Lady Cats roll in this one 55-30 over Abilene. The Lady Cats then squared off against Friendship at Babe Diedrichson Gym. First place on the line. Lady Tigers up by 19 at the half. 3rd quarter. That is Abby Holder finding Abby Boyce. Kisses it off the glass a little later. Layla Young comes up with a big block for the Lady Cats. Then Young showing off the range on the other end. Rattles home a step back jumper. She led the Lady Cats in scoring with 11 points. Central just trying to cut into that Friendship lead. Angelina Humphreys to Arden Neff. That cut the Lady Tigers lead to 15. However, Friendship wouldn't let it get any closer. Boyce again down low. Lady Tigers hold on to first place in District 2 6A. They win 46-30. Central bounced back Friday night with a 59-31 win over Odessa Permian, which means the Lady Cats are 2nd in district at 8-2. Lakeview hosting Big Spring in District 3 4A. The Lady Steers led for most of this one. Maya Blanco, she's going to finish it off on the fast break for Big Spring to extend their lead. And then later, Lady Steers again. They're going to try and move quick. Arenado, she's going to stop and pop with the jumper. Nothing but net on that shot. Later in the game, the Maidens tried a comeback. Check out this range from Michaela Wagner. Bang, drilling the long 3. The Maidens would fall at home, though, 45-29. Lakeview is 0-8 in district play. Number 14, Wall on the road at 15th ranked Jim Ned. First quarter, Carolyn Holtman works inside, gets the shot to go. That ties the game at 2. Next possession for Wall, Fallon Guy gets it on the wing, puts up a 3-pointer, knocks that one down. Hawks up by 3. Jim Ned with the ball. Pass out to Ashton Garner, wing shot. That is money. Hits the triple. Lady Indians down 2. 2nd quarter, Lexi Wisher would come up with the loose ball, gets the steal, and then puts in the layup with ease. Jim Ned down 4, but they would come back. Lady Indians picking up a huge win in District 6 3A. They hand Wall its first district loss of the season, 52-36. The Lady Hawks are 10-1. Staying in District 6-3A, Ballinger hosting Clyde. The Lady Bearcats dominating in the fourth quarter. Danny Pena gets the steal, finishes it on the other end. Ballinger up 35-18. Jenna Battle had a great game for the Lady Cats. Here she is drilling one from the corner. That puts Ballinger up by 20, and they kept adding to it. A little later, Battle this time, she's going to go inside for the bucket, showing her versatility on the offensive end. She finished with a game-high 20 points as Ballinger gets the win 48-32. The Lady Bearcats continuing to roll in district. They're in third place in 6-3A. Coming up on Season Pass, Sonora challenged one-loss Crane, and fourth-ranked Very Best continued its hot run through District 12-1A. All that and more when we return.
I want a reservation for 2 pair of glasses and an eye exam.
Oh, you can just walk in.
I see, my reputation precedes me.
Actually, we do this for everyone.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Boop, gone.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
on Avenue N by Angelo State.
It's time again for Teacher of the Week, sponsored by Concho Educators Federal Credit Union. Go to ConchoValleyHomepage.com and tell us how your teacher goes above and beyond. They could win great prizes, including a plaque from Angelo Awards, a teacher appreciation bag from Concho Educators, a gift card from Holiday Cleaners, a flower bouquet from Southwest Florist, a delicious cake from City Cafe and Bakery, and a gift certificate from Olive Garden. Teacher of the Week is sponsored by Concho Educators Federal Credit Union. Go to ConchoValleyHomepage.com for more info.
Downtown Strong, supporting local restaurants of San Angelo. Downtown Strong, live, love, shop local.
I send him a text. He texts me back and say, who dis?
The next few weeks, you just made fun of me, like would answer the door and say, who dis?
Who dis?
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
I want a reservation for 2 pair of glasses and an eye exam.
Oh, you can just walk in.
I see, my reputation precedes me.
Actually, we do this for everyone.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Boop, gone.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Sonora Lady Broncos entered Friday night 6-2 in District 5-3A, only behind Crane and Coahoma, who each sit with 1 loss. Well, the Lady Broncos hosted Crane on Friday in a pivotal district game. 5-3A action. Sonora trying to throw a curveball into those district standings. Third quarter, Cody Davis puts it in. Crane is up by 4. And then a little later, this is going to be Carla Montez getting the bucket. Ladybirds up by 7. Montez had herself a game in this one. Here she is again. She's going to drill the tough jumper. She scored a game-high 10 points Friday night. Sonora, they stayed in it until the end, though. Fourth quarter, Skylar Harris to Kaylin Hoffman. She gets the basket to pull the Lady Broncos within 2, but Sonora couldn't complete the comeback. They fall to Crane 38-32, the final score. Sonora sits in third in 5-3A at 6-3. Entering this week, most teams in the Concho Valley have just 1 game left on the schedule. Others are having to adjust due to quarantine. The Water Valley Lady Wildcats are one of those teams. They haven't played a game in 17 days, and they have 3 games to make up for the February 9th district certification deadline. Starting with Blackwell yesterday, Water Valley looking to snap a 3-game losing skid. Blackwell coming off a loss to Robert Lee. This was a good one. Second quarter, Emily Crawford nails a 3. That gave Water Valley a 10-point lead. Third quarter, Blackwell fighting back, though. Check out this move by Kylie Cummings. She's going to make her defender miss. Goes off the glass, kisses it in. So smooth on that one. That cuts Water Valley's lead to just 4. The sophomore Emery Sears, though, had herself a game. Still third quarter, Sears just steps into a 3-pointer. She finished with a game-high 21 points as the Lady Wildcats pick up a close win over Blackwell, 38-36. Lady Falcons hosting Panther Creek in 12-1A. and the Lady Falcons got after it. Second quarter, Callie Briley nails a three. She scored a game-high 22 points for Very Best. They're up 29-0. Later, the senior Bella Hoffman getting in on the action, takes it to the cup with ease. She added 17 points, still second quarter. Why not just throw up a three? Emily Ward splashes one from deep. Very Best takes care of business. They down Panther Creek 73-6. That is not a typo, folks. The Lady Falcons improving to 19-1, 10-0 in district play. How about some boys hoops? Very Best also hosting Panther Creek in 12-1A. Check out this sequence by Bo Dunn. Pokes the ball free, catches the Hail Mary pass, and finishes it with the one-handed slam. Later, Dunn drives the acrobatic lay-in and the foul. And how about one more time for Dunn? Picks up another steal. He takes it coast to coast. Dunn had 16 points. Falcons cruise past Panther Creek 71-23. Very Best is first in district at 7-1. District 2, 6A, fourth place Central hosting a second place Odessa Permian, and the Panthers went on a little run to end the first half here. Cedric Beatty, the alley-oop to Shy Deary. Permian took a 13-point lead into the half, and they added to it in the third quarter. Tremaine Beatty finds Colvin Colcutt inside for the bucket. Panthers up 39-24. Bobcats trying to cut into it. Jaden Gibson, he's going to get the tough layup to fall. An impressive play by the sophomore. Gibson has really come on for Central as of late. Then a little later, Jacob English buries one from three. It wouldn't be enough, though. Permian and Central is first loss at home in district play, 67-48. Here's another big one in 6-3A. TLCA hosting Jim Ned. Eagles rolling early. Luis Casillas left all alone, and you can't do that to Casillas. You know he's going to pull it, and you know he's going to make it for the three-pointer. TLCA out to a double-digit lead, but the Indians slowly came back. Now in the fourth, Troy Dorian hits the corner three, and then how about another one? Lukenbach drives, reverse layup. Jim Ned now in front. They came all the way back, but TLCA responded big. Javon Everett, the scoop off the glass and the bucket, gets the foul on that one as well. Eagles win it huge, 53-49, a big win for TLCA. They are now 7-2 in District 6-3A. A lot of high school basketball drama this past week, and we are not done yet. After the break, we stay with boys hoops, including an exciting finish between Water Valley and Erie County. Who prevailed? Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Darren Black with Black Plumbing. We are excited about the reopening of Texas. At no time in our past has it been more important to work together for our future and the safety of our fellow neighbors. I ask you to please shop local and remind you that Black Plumbing will be here for you and your community while still maintaining our safety standards. For all your residential and commercial needs, Black Plumbing will be there for you. May God bless you, and may God bless Texas.
Help is on the way.
Downtown Strong, supporting local salons, gyms, and art galleries. Downtown Strong. Live, love, shop local.
When life is busy, stay up to date with all your news throughout the Concho Valley online, covering the stories that affect your community. Watch CVHP News with Sonora Scott, only on ConchoValleyHomepage.com.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfie.
Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Ballinger hosting Clyde in District 6-3A. First quarter, Ryan Elliott knows how to shoot that three ball. Wide open in the corner, sinks it. That ties things at 5 early in this one. A little later, how about some more long-range action by the Bearcats? This time it's Bo Perkins, nothing but net. That ties the game at 9. This was a great game through and through. Second quarter, Kendrick Manley's going to go to work. Finds the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to drop. Ballinger edges out Clyde 54-50. Bearcats then picked up a forfeit win against Brady. Ballinger sits at 8-2 in district play. Keeping with 6-3A, first place Wall on the road at Jim Ned. Everson Armstrong getting the second quarter jumper to fall. Wall up 23-13. Jim Ned turns it over. Armstrong is going to throw down the dunk. A top play nominee. Wall up 27-13. And then here is a missed shot by Austin Nelson, but the rebound by Tate Williams. He is there for the putback, 31-15 Wall. And Jim Ned will respond to it. Xavier Wishart, he could play some football. Here he is shooting a three-pointer, 31-18. Jim Ned trails. The Indians would make it close, but Wall prevails, 55-50. The Hawks sit atop District 6-3A with a 9-1 record. Entering Tuesday night, Erie County held a one-game lead over Water Valley in District 11-1A. The difference maker, the Hornets' 8-point win earlier this month. Get ready for round 2. Crazy finish in this one. Under a minute to play. Hornets up 2. Nathan Treadway 3 off the mark. Connor Glass, though, is there for the board. Puts it up in traffic. He gets the and one. Ties the game at 34. So Glass knocks down the free throw. Wildcats take a 1-point lead with 25 seconds left. Erie County trying to respond. Bo Morrow goes up. He's fouled. Goes to the line for a 1-and-1, but Morrow misses the free throw. It's Water Valley's ball. Treadway with the chance to extend the Wildcat lead, misses the free throw. Morrow gets fouled, sending him to the line. This time he converts it. Gets his redemption. 1-2. Erie County takes a 36-35 lead. Last chance for Water Valley. Josiah Padilla backing down Kofel. It's blocked, and Erie County avoids the upset. 37-35 the final. Hornets now with a 2-game lead in District 11-1A. Here's Erie County after the thriller.
I know we step out on court with confidence, but it's the more wins we can get, especially like that with close games and being down by 1 with 15 seconds left, that gives us confidence that never back down, you know, that's whatever it takes mentality.
It was a wake-up call. We thought we were just going to breeze through. Water Valley really showed us that we still keep playing no matter what. And we got to focus on Sterling City and also Bront and the other games coming up, but mainly we got to prepare ourselves for Sterling City.
We know how to carry a chip on our shoulder, and we've done it for the past 2 years, so I think we can pull through this year for another undefeated district run.
How would Water Valley bounce back? Water Valley hosting Sterling City. Check out those Wildcat jerseys. Final seconds of the first quarter. Hudson Cox heaves up a prayer. Beats the buzzer. Eagles up 8-4 after 1. Low-scoring game in this one. Now in the second, Gabriel Smith cleans up the miss. Fights his way back up for the bucket. And Water Valley wins a thriller in overtime. 38-36 the final score. High school basketball season quickly coming to a close. Next on Season Pass, we check in on the Angelo State Rams and Bells. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Will with All About Signs. If you need expert advice and signs from banners to backlit, give us a call, 949-7168. Or come see us at our new location.
Ready, set, go to Ashley Home Store for the Mattress Marathon event. Get 0% interest for 72 months with a free bet on Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Save $1,000 on a Celia mattress. Or receive a $100 MasterCard rewards card with a purchase of any Beautyrest Black mattress. King mattress for the price of a twin on select Ashley sleep. Plus, free delivery. And ask how you can qualify for a free 4K Smart TV. These mattress savings are for a limited time, only at Ashley Home Store.
Concho Valley Homepage isn't just a website or an app in San Angelo. It's your connection to everything in the Concho Valley. From Wall to Cristoval, Miles to Great Creek, people turn to Concho Valley Homepage over 1 million times. With webcasts, push alerts, and website exclusives, all completely free, behind zero paywalls. ConchoValleyHomepage.com isn't just news for San Angelo. It's keeping you connected to the Concho Valley.
People tell me I have big pipes. Know what else I have? A big kidney. When I was 4, I got a transplant from my mom to save my life. So I know how important kidneys are. Eat right, exercise, drink water, and keep your kidneys healthy. Because whatever you're good at, there's only one you. I'm Angelo Hale, telling you to add your kidneys. If you want to learn more, call 855-NKF-CARES.
Millions open a My Social Security account every year so they can prepare for retirement. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Much like Water Valley, the Angelo State Bells also have some catching up to do with their schedule. After postponing their first 7 games, the Young Bells sit at 1-4 on the season, and they welcomed in a tough challenge over the weekend against 18th-ranked Texas A&M Commerce. And this was a showdown in the first half. Let's get this thing underway. First quarter, Rave Payne going to drive in and get the layup. Gets Commerce on the board, ties things at 2. Later, Sadie Meissner kicks it out to Sawyer Lloyd, knocks down the 3. Angelo State with a 3-point lead after that one, but the Lions responded quick. Desiree Colonel with the second chance points. Bells led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Can Angelo State pull it off? Some nice ball movement here from the Bells. Maddie Stevens, the freshman, laying it in to give the Bells a 1-point lead. Tons of lead changes in this one, but Commerce got hot. Aisha Smith gets the bucket. Lions take the lead with 3 seconds left in the second quarter. Bells fall 81-67. The Bells then wrapped up their back-to-back against 18th-ranked Commerce today. First quarter, Desiree Colonel pushing the fast break. She's going to get the Lions on the board with this layup. And this thing, like last game in the first half, went back and forth. However, this one was back and forth all game. Still first quarter, Maddie Stevens responds on the other end with a layup of her own. Angelo State with a 4-point lead. Commerce would go on a little run, though. Diane Robinson attacks the basket, gets the score. A little later, Sawyer Lloyd crashing the boards for the Bells. Kicks it out to Samantha Rocha, who knocks down the second chance jumper. ASU had a chance to tie it with 2 seconds left, but the Bells come up just short, 71-66. Sports schedules have been wacky since the pandemic, and until COVID-19 goes away, you can expect the wackiness to be a constant when it comes to scheduling. For instance, the Angelo State Rams were supposed to host Texas A&M Commerce this weekend for a back-to-back. Well, instead of that happening, the Rams welcomed in 17th-ranked St. Edwards today for a non-conference showdown. And this was an exciting one. The Rams looking for their first win over a ranked opponent since March 6th of last year. That was the Lubbock Christian in the conference tournament. 50 seconds left. Sam Baker bangs in a 3. That cuts the Hilltoppers' lead to just 1. Next time down the court, you can kiss that lead goodbye. Kevon Godwin from deep. Angelo State jumps out in front 65-63. Next possession for St. Edwards. Jake Krafka working down low. That ties it at 65. ASU calls a timeout, and they draw this up. Godwin driving the lane, going for the win. Yes, that basket is good, and the foul. Godwin with 2 clutch buckets down the stretch. ASU wins a nail-biter, 68-65. 15th-ranked Angelo State Volleyball started its season last week with back-to-back games against UT Permian Basin. The Bells started hot, winning their first match in straight sets, and last Wednesday, they were looking to complete the sweep of the Falcons. The Bells are the 15th-ranked team in the nation for a reason, folks. ASU took the first set 25-17. UTPB trying to make some noise in the second. Annalise Lucio digs one out. That is Tori McGee cleaning it up at the net. A few points later, Cassandra Rother showing some nice touch at the net. Lady Falcons ahead 16-12 in the second quarter, but here come those 15th-ranked Bells. Nice setup leads to the kill for Sophia Berg, a top play nominee. A 9-1 run for ASU puts them back in front, which brings us to the set point. Kaylin Gilbreth, the preseason Offensive Player of the Year, caps it off with authority. Bells take the second set 25-22, and they get another clean sweep. Bells take the match in straight sets. Like I mentioned, the Bells are ranked 15th in the nation. They're picked to win the Lone Star Conference this season. Here's the Bells on managing those expectations.
You know, it's hype, but you got to live up to it. You can't just, ride the coattails of what someone else is saying about you. You got to go out and show it and do it.
I mean, they definitely give us a target on our backs for sure. All the teams are going to be wanting to beat the #1 team in the conference, number 15. It's definitely something that we have to keep in mind.
It's preseason stuff. It's really just a title. It's cool to look at, but at the end of the day, you got to put in the work in the gym and make it happen. I honestly think we might be in a better spot this year.
We're just excited to get back on the court and play against other teams, and we're going to show everyone that we deserve that #1 spot.
Celebrate a better night's sleep and save during the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up.
Or save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets and get a free $300 Furniture Oak gift certificate.
Save $100 on the entire Doctor's Choice lineup
and check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99.
Plus 7 years no interest financing and free shipping.
The President's Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
Service Master by Texas Best has been servicing San Angelo and the surrounding area for over 20 years. Check out Service Master Restoration and Cleaning by Texas Best on the Concho Valley homepage.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Top 5 plays in the Concho Valley, starting with Sterling City taking on Water Valley. Damian Calderon, smooth as butter. Calderon pulling out the Euro step, slithering through the lane like a slippery snake. This was a good one, folks. Water Valley winning it in overtime. Number 4, how about some ASU volleyball? And Sophia Berg is to not be messed with. Fire away, Junior. I wish we had a speedometer on that ball. Bells opened their season with 2 straight set wins over UTPB. ASU volleyball is ranked 15th in the nation. They're the favorites to win the LSC this year. Should be an exciting ride. What else is a thrill? How about watching this man play? Bo Dunn for very best. He's going to poke the ball away and then outrace Panther Creek for the impressive dunk. Dunn, a multi-sport athlete, showing off the hops. He scored a game-high 16 points. Falcons win 71-23. They're 7-1 in District 12 1A. Eden and Menard also with 1 district loss. 12 1A coming down to the wire. Number 2, check this out. Walls Everson Armstrong coming away with the steal. Gets the one-handed slam on Jim Ned. Armstrong poured in a game-high 22 points as the Hawks down the Indians on the road. 55-50. Walls in the driver's seat in District 6-3A with a 9-1 record. And then our top play of the week. ASU hosting number 17 St. Edward's, tie game. 12.6 seconds left, and that is it. Kevon Godwin calls game. Angelo State wins a thriller 68-65. The Rams sit at 5-6. And this week's Player of the Week is Ballinger Junior guard Jenna Battle. Lady Bearcats head coach Jerry McSherry says that Battle's always been an excellent defensive player, but has really worked on her offensive game. Battle showed that, pouring in a game-high 20 points in a 48-32 win over Clyde last week. She followed that with an 8-point performance against Brady. Over the 2 games, the junior averaged 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Ballinger sits at 9-3 in District 6-3A, only behind Jim Ned and Wall. Jenna Battle, this week's Player of the Week. And that pretty much wraps up this episode of Season Pass. Go to Concho Valley homepage for all of our content. We'll be back not next Sunday, but the Sunday after next. Good night, Concho Valley.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyas.